Here's the game. You're allowed to move forward when it shouts carbonara. Stop when it shouts carbon loading. If your movement is detected afterward, you will be eliminated. With that, let the games begin. Player Carbonastic was presenting.
So ayan no, pumasok siya o bad trip na bad trip. Hindi mo alam kung bad trip ngayon o bad trip talaga siya araw-araw. So yun, nag-iisip yan, hindi lang halata. Ganon. And, ayan, may naisip. And then, nakala mo talaga sa akin ng daming time no. Kaya naisip ko, manunood muna. Ayan, open. Tagal mag-loading. Okay, loading. O, pakit muna. Hehehe.
Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Ito si Brian PInadrama magbabalita, MBPS mo Mabini Colleges. Ngayong araw, ating masaksihan ang iba't ibang balita kung saan ang ating programa ay umiikot sa carbon cycle. Ating alamin ang iba't ibang short-term at long-term nito, kung saan ang carbon cycle ay tumatalakad sa several biogeochemical na matatagpuan sa ating mundo. Ang carbon ay matatagpuan in all organisms and makes up around 0.% ng ating atmosphere. Ating alamin ang balita ng carbon cycle short term kay Marie Sheena Diaz.
Yes, hello. Thank you, Brian. So, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Narito po ako ngayon upang ibalita kung ano nga ba talaga ang short-term carbon cycle. Kagaya nga po ng sinabi ni Brian, ano nga ba ang short-term carbon cycle? We seem to know that the short-term carbon cycle operates over 1 to a few hundreds of years. It recycles carbon between atmosphere, land, within oceans. It depends on life. Yes, nakadepende ito sa buhay. Food chain on land and in oceans. This is what the carbon cycle is understood to be. Pero, hindi makakatulong sa atin na mapagaan or ma-relieve ang pag-init ng mundo at pagbabago ng klima kasi hindi ito maalis or aalisin ang carbon dioxide from atmosphere in time frame for humanity. So here's the question. Ano nga ba talaga ang nangyayari sa carbon when it begins the short-term carbon cycle? Ang short-term carbon cycling or short-term carbon cycle ay nagsisimula ito with carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Our atmosphere is mostly made of oxygen and nitrogen. But there is a small amount of carbon dioxide in air too. That's all for today. Sheena Marie Diaz, nagbabalita mula sa MBPS Mabini Colleges. Back to you, Brian.
Maraming salamat Marie Sheena Diaz sa pagbabahagi ng balita sa short term. Ngayon atin namang alamin ang long term ng carbon cycle kung saan bibigyan ng trivia ni Mang Kenji Cortez. Hello, Mang Kenji Cortez. Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga sa lahat at salamat Brian. Ngayon, itatalakay ko sa inyo ang long-term carbon cycle. Unlike sa short-term, ang long-term ay tumatagal ng millions of years and nagsisimula ito sa ating atmosphere. CO2 na galing sa atmosphere ay nakakonsume ng mga producers for their photosynthesis. For example, algae. After a while, sila ay mamamatay at patatabunan ng mga sediments. Over time, sa dami ng sediments ay magkakaroon ng immense pressure at magbibigay daan para sila ay maging fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. And ever since the 1880s, sinusunod na natin sila for our own purposes. And ang pagsunog na ito ay may pangalan. Ang tawag doon ay combustion. Now, ang combustion ay merong similar process sa respiration, kung saan kinocombine natin ang hydrocarbons at oxygen, kinocombust, at ang lalabas ay CO2, H2O, at energy, either in heat or kinetic, na nagpapagana sa ating mga power plants and motor vehicles. And that's the long-term carbon cycle. Back to you, Brian.
Maraming salamat, Mountain G. Cortez, sa pagbabalita ng Carbon Cycle Long Term. Ngayon, napag-alam-alaman na natin at napakinggan na natin ang dalawang binahagi kung saan ang short term ay tumatalakay sa interaction between ng atmosphere, biosphere, terrestrial at marine components. At ang long term naman ay formation of destruction of fossil fuels and sediments containing organ carbon. Ngayon, alamin naman natin ang chika minute at advocacy ni Cherry Ann Responde. Hello Cherry, kamusta dyan?
Narito na ang mga chika na dapat abangan sa DZMPS. Isang advocate student ng Mabini College na nag-viral sa TikTok matapos itong magbigay kalinawan at kaalaman sa mga tao lalo na't sa mga kabataan. At dahil mahal na mahal namin kayo, inibitahan namin siya para maiparating sa karamihan ang kanyang advocacy for environment. So let us welcome Miss Cherry Ann. So hello, thank you DZMPS for giving me this opportunity to share the reasons why did I pursued my advocacy that went viral. So these are my points. The carbon cycle is vital to life on Earth. Maintaining this carbon balance allows the planet to remain hospitable for life. But what if there's an interruption in the carbon cycle? Life on Earth, as we know, it would be in danger of being disrupted. And I am here advocating everyone to know the importance of carbon cycle, not just for ourselves, but also for saving our Mother Earth and those next generations. The goal is to give awareness to everyone and be involved to stop the interruptions on carbon cycle. So as a student, let us know the superficial description of carbon cycle, not just the short term, but also having the knowledge about the long term. Be mindful of appreciating everything, even the smallest things. For more lessons and informations about my advocacy, just follow my TikTok account. Be my student. Be more valuable in this pandemic.
Maraming salamat sa Chika Minute, Cherry Ann Responde. Ngayon, ating napakinggan ang mga binalita kung saan pinalakay that the carbon is the most important element for building the molecules essential for living organisms like carbohydrates, lipid, nucleic acid like DNA and RNA, and proteins. Maraming salamat sa panonood at pakikinig. This is Brian Pedra Cruz for MBPS Mabini Colleges. Magbabalik bukas ng alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga. Bago magtapos ang ating programa, ating panoorin ang last aktibidad ng ating programa.
Sa kalagitnaan ng aking panonood ay naalala kong may activity pala kami, so ayan, napagdesisyonan kong i-off. Okay? Wow, bilis no? Alam nyo guys, ang sabi dito ni Sir na ang carbon cycle daw ay dinidescribe ang prosesong patuloy na pagbiyahe ng carbon atoms from the atmosphere to the earth and then back into the atmosphere. When organisms die and yung mga pag-erupt ng volcanoes, fire blaze, burn fossil fuels, and through a variety of other mechanisms, ang carbon daw ay nare-release pabalik sa atmosphere. So ganito yung ginawa ko. Isa akong happy and maliit na carbon atom inside of A. Ngunit siya ay namatay at ibinaon sa isang mudslide. I became a fossil fuel, the shell extracted me from the ground and refined me. Matapos nun, binili ako as jet fuel and put into Taylor Swift's private jet as she flew to Philippines to meet her idol na si Brian de la Cruz at kantahin ang famous song na Anyways, I was burned into the atmosphere. Now I am contributing to global warming.